What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your weekly collective tarot for the week of January 3rd through the 9th of 2022. Truly appreciate you for being here. Hope you're all doing outstanding. Happy New Year, of course. This is the first full week of that new calendar year. So excited to pull some cards and see where they take us. Hope you're excited too. Let's see. New camera angle, who dis? Times are changing. Times are changing. Things are moving around. Things are getting started. This one slid out, so we'll illuminate with that. And see where this journey takes us. The illumination is the Hermit. Woo! Ooh, there we go. The Hermit. Oh. I guess this is one of those weeks where we really have to kind of come back into what our deepest physical desires are. I think we can find a lot of our philosophy through coming back to self, kind of disconnecting from the outer world. The Hermit's usually, in a cave or something. Maybe we have to get real secluded with ourselves so that we can ultimately bring out this great potential of what's trying to shine. And the Hermit is, in traditional tarot, usually holding a light. So I think there's something, very potent too about we're all kind of coming in this week to really illuminate light, and especially in this sun position. And what the service is, what the mission is, what the physical things are as we are in Capricorn season. We have to get really in touch with that inside. And that's where we're going to find this great wisdom. So if you feel like you're lacking wisdom, I think that a lot of that wisdom does get illuminated this week. We got for the moon position here, our emotions is the King of Swords. So it's almost like not much emotion this week. Like this is really getting into it's almost like kind of getting into your mind, like really figuring out what's going to bring kind of comfort into your life, what's going to make you feel secure, but not getting too attached. There's something about the King of Swords that there's no attachment. It's just intellect. Something makes sense in a clear direction. And that's where you need to trust that intuitive pull towards and not like second guess yourself. King of Swords doesn't do any second guessing. So, when you feel something this week, especially if you've taken some time to go inward to get that was it. That was the insight. That was all you need to know. And now it's own that, dedicate to that, make that decision to follow that. And I think you'll actually find more comfort than if you just stayed stagnant. It's almost like maybe a little bit of stagnancy this week, but then it's like, nope, I know what I need. I know what the comfort is. I know what I feel. I know it mentally through my intellect and then acting on it. Mars got the Two of Swords in reverse. I love this Two of Swords in this deck because they're totally just wailing on each other, but I think this is not a time to fight where we're being called to go, not a time to fight that true intuitive pull to make a decision, to make a dedication, to kind of figure out what part of life you're cutting off next. Are you going to cut off something great? Are you going to cut off something that just gets you feeling like you're rolling in the mud with a pig? Something to consider. I feel like this is like, no, we don't need to act for the BS anymore. This is about really acting for what the inward mission is, what the true light is that's trying to come out. What do you really, on a deeper level, what does your soul know that it wants to penetrate with? And instead of weighing things out or going back and forth, this card reminds me of like a Mars in Libra. Like this, let's not weigh too many things out. And the King of Swords is showing that up. So whatever it is in your life right now that you already have a deep feel that is going to be at least a good experience, at least something you're very drawn to or pulled towards, it's time to go. That's where the great light is, and that's where you're actually going to see your great wisdom shine at, is in the decision that you feel most called to make. For Mercury, we got the Seven of Wands in reverse. I would say it's a time to kind of not focus on too many different arrows here. Like, let's kind of aim a direction. Let's point that arrow in one direction, and let's move into that. And who cares what others think? What does your heart want? What is your intuition telling you? And why are you tricking yourself mentally into not pointing that fucking bow in the direction that you know is best for yourself? This is a week of kind of bossing up emotionally. And if you boss up emotionally with that King of Swords, you're not going to trick yourself mentally or feel like you don't have enough wisdom. This is a time to show your wisdom, I feel. Dedicate to where that inner pull's taking you. And, it's not a time to worry about the stuff in life that's not working. It's a time to figure out why it's not working and to make things work. Venus got temperance reversed. So our feel-good energy, our relationships, they're not in harmony right now. They're not in a very beautiful balance. And that's because we haven't made the choice that we know we need to make. So there's something about temperance can bring up patience. In reverse, it's almost like, why are you just waiting and waiting and waiting and being so patient for something you know you really want to illuminate in life, that you know you really want to bring out to the world? Maybe that hermit showing up as the sun is like, this isn't a time to be the hermit anymore. Maybe some of us have to shine the light that the hermit usually shines. And it's like shining in the direction that is going to bring us the beauty and the serenity and the ultimate connectedness. And I think a lot of it is about following our intuition to get that. And I think this week it comes through, but we gotta kind of cut ties and stop worrying about the stuff that isn't beautiful and really focus on the stuff that is beautiful. If you want to create beauty, you have to feel beauty within you. You can't, I feel like this is like looking for someone or something in the universe or the world to just show up and remind you that it's beautiful. And I'm kind of feeling right now like some people need to hear, this is about you realizing life is beautiful. And that will help connect you to the beautiful relationships, to the beautiful connections, to all the things that the universe has in store for you. But if you're just going to sit in limbo because you're not ready to act on what's going to be beautiful, I don't know. I got the moon card upright for Jupiter. So the benefit is in following our intuition, making changes. Letting things flow, letting the tide come up, letting the emotions be felt, and then believing that what we felt was true. So I think our highest truth right now is really coming through our intuition. And, I feel like the mind can be a little like trying to have everything just kind of understood. I'm doing this and I'm fighting this off and back up off me. But really, like, instead of worrying about the stuff that's causing some sort of disharmony in your life, this is really feeling into what it is, why it is, and making a change to get the emotional beauty that you're looking for. And the abundance comes through our intuition this week. It's very clear. Jupiter's very intuitive. The moon, of course, is very intuitive. Jupiter has 79 moons. If you ever wondered why Jupiter is exalted in Cancer, I'm pretty sure that's why. That is one emotional planet. So it can be an emotional week. We could have to deal with a lot of the tides going inside of us, up and down, but this is a time to dedicate to what's up and not to dedicate or focus or just get stuck or hung up on what's down. We got to shift perspective this week. 10 of Cups upright for Saturn. Saturn's ready to give us the goods, the emotional fulfillment, the beauty, the family, the happiness. It's all there for the taking, but we have to dedicate to the beauty and the happiness. It's really beautiful to get that card with Saturn. This is where this is where we got to take a lot of emotional responsibility for what happiness is in our life and stop projecting it onto something in the world that's not, this or that is keeping me from being happy. I'm sorry, friends. That's a false story right now. And you feel what you need to be happy, but this is, you can have it, but you have to do what the call is to find that fully. I feel like we're cutting ties, especially with a King of Swords for the moon. Like we're over just being in things that aren't kind of going the direction we want, or have some kind of sharpness to it. If everything's just dull, bleh, that's not 10 of Cups magic, beauty, happiness, fulfillment. So we need to dedicate to the fulfillment and be emotionally smart enough to cut ties with what's keeping us in strife and disconnected from that. Pluto got the Devil card in reverse. The transformation is all about breaking chains. The transformation is not restricting us from happiness anymore. That's where the most beautiful transformation is going to show up in your life, and where so much of your wisdom and beauty is going to shine out in the world. And maybe we have to be a hermit to go in and find that light to make that transformation, or maybe you've already found that and it's time to really show the world, or at least, your world, that you're ready to not shackle yourself to something that isn't divine and beautiful and magical and fulfilling. Let's see what the oracle's got to say. This deck's always kind of sticky and hard to shuffle. We got the 9th house, faith. Yeah, I would say that there is a faith that has to be had right now. You have to have faith that happiness exists. It's got a Ouija board on it. There's a lot of intuition in the 9th house. There's a lot of intuition here. Of course, Ouija boards get a bad rap in society for being dark and evil, but, it's a great intuitive tool for the right person to use if you're not using it just to sit around with your friends and summon something weird. Why don't we summon something bountiful, expansive, happy, joyful into our life? And you got to have that 9th house and that faith that you can do that. So what are you summoning into your life? A demon? Or are you summoning in an angel or beautiful energy into your reality? And guess what? Whatever you have faith in right now, that's what's going to show up. So I think it's a big choice there too. And also I love that it's the 33. So it's a master degree, the highest degree, of course, of Masons. It's a very high number in, numerology. So there's master creator potential here to expand your life, but you have to have the faith that that beautiful life can be illuminated, and that it's not just hidden away, or you don't have to hide away from what that would be. And the Wild Harmonic Oracle deck is Water of Spirit, Ineffable Delight. Yeah, a lot of emotion, a lot of intuitive ability in this card. Really trusting your intuition and flowing with that. And when a drop of goodness shows up within you to make something expansive happen, this is where the delight is. This is where you'll be surprised at what one little thing could maybe even transform into. And it's just like one thing that you're chaining yourself to that doesn't need to be there anymore. It's not part of the flow. It's not giving you the delight, the happiness, the abundance. There's something about this week, and when I'm in this channel, that's like no more of what doesn't bring you happiness. We got the South Node, Capricorn, 9th house. That's pretty much saying that the illusion is dedicating to beliefs that are not in existence anymore. We're literally focusing on the past, and Jupiter squares the nodes to start this week off. This is not a time to just be in some old story and dedication and system. Like that North Node is in Cancer in the 3rd. This is a time to make changes mentally, emotionally, and to really feel secure within yourself no matter what the outer presents, so that you can make the choices you need to make. Because just believing that society or the world is going to make life beautiful isn't the right kind of faith right now. The faith is in your hands. So, I love you all very much. I hope you have a beautiful week. I will see you for all the weekly horoscopes, of course. Check out the weekly astrology, all the daily horoscopes. Check out the weekly astrology. And sending you all my love and best. Love this week. I hope this reading was helpful, and I will see you next time. Much love. Peace.